Have you noticed that you're forgetting names more often? Can't remember where you put your keys? Lose your train of thought in the middle of a conversation? This isn't happening by accident. Your brain is slowly losing power every day, every hour, and you don't even notice it. Here's the shocking truth. Your memory and thinking abilities start declining long before old age. After age 30, brain cells gradually begin to die off. By 40, this process noticeably speeds up. By 50, it becomes noticeable in everyday life. Forgotten appointments, lost thoughts, inability to focus. But here's news that will change everything. This can be prevented. Your diet plays a key role in brain health. In today's video, we'll tell you about 6 powerful foods that are scientifically proven to strengthen memory, protect brain cells, and slow down brain aging. Some of these foods are already in your kitchen, but you probably don't eat them often enough. So stay with us until the end. So let's get started. First place, blueberries. Not just a berry, but real medicine for your brain. Why do most people lose memory with age? The answer lies in something called oxidative stress. Every day your brain is attacked by free radicals. These molecules damage brain cells, they destroy connections between cells, and they weaken your memory. When you were younger, your body easily handled these attacks. But with age, your defense mechanisms weaken and the brain becomes vulnerable. This is where blueberries become your savior. This small berry contains the highest concentration of antioxidants among all fruits. Especially powerful are anthocyanins, compounds that give blueberries their rich color. These substances cross the blood-brain barrier. They go straight to the brain and begin actively protecting brain cells from destruction. Studies show that regular consumption of blueberries not only slows cognitive decline, but may even reverse it. Imagine this. You not only stop forgetting important things, your brain becomes sharper, your memory becomes clearer, and your ability to learn becomes better than it was years ago. But blueberries don't just work as antioxidants. They also improve blood circulation in the brain. Most people don't realize that poor blood flow is one of the main causes of cognitive decline. Your brain uses 20% of all oxygen in your body. When blood flow is disrupted, brain cells don't get enough nutrients, and they begin to die. Flavonoids in blueberries widen blood vessels, improve tiny blood circulation, and provide the brain with everything it needs for optimal function. Another amazing property of blueberries, they stimulate neurogenesis. This is the process of forming new brain cells. Scientists used to think that after a certain age, new brain cells don't form. Now we know that's not true. And blueberries actively promote the growth of new brain cells even in old age. How do you include blueberries in your diet? It's easier than you think. Add fresh or frozen blueberries to your morning oatmeal. Mix them into smoothies with other berries. Snack on them between meals, or add them to salads for an unexpected flavor accent. Frozen blueberries keep all the benefits of fresh ones, so you can enjoy them year-round. The recommended dose is at least 1 cup of blueberries 3 to 4 times a week. You'll notice results after just a month of regular consumption. Just imagine. You'll no longer need to write everything down to avoid forgetting. You'll be able to remember names and faces the first time, and your brain will work like clockwork. All this is possible thanks to the simple habit of eating blueberries. Let's move on to the second product. Second place, fatty fish. When it comes to brain health, salmon, sardines, and mackerel are true superstars. And here's why. Did you know that more than 60% of your brain is made of fat? But not just any fat. A special type of fats called omega-3 fatty acids. These fats are so important that without them, your brain literally begins to shrink. Neural connections become weaker. Signals are transmitted more slowly, and memory inevitably deteriorates. The problem is that your body cannot produce omega-3 on its own. You must get them from food, and the best source is fatty fish. DHA is the most valuable type of omega-3 found in fish. It makes up 25% of all fats in your brain and plays a critical role in how brain cells function. When DHA levels drop, your brain cells literally become stiff and inflexible. They can't effectively exchange information, and this shows up as problems with memory and thinking. But when you regularly eat fatty fish, something amazing happens. The membranes of your brain cells become more flexible. Signals pass faster and more efficiently, and your memory begins to work as nature intended. Studies show that people who eat fish at least twice a week have 14% more gray matter in the areas of the brain responsible for memory. Think of the brain as a computer. Omega-3 fatty acids are like a software update that makes the whole system work faster and more efficiently. But fatty fish gives your brain more than just omega-3. It's also an excellent source of vitamin D, a powerful brain protector. Most people don't know that vitamin D directly affects thinking abilities. Its deficiency is linked to an increased risk of dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Vitamin D protects brain cells from damage, reduces inflammation in the brain, and even helps produce brain chemicals needed for memory and learning. Another bonus from fatty fish: B vitamins, especially B12. This vitamin helps form myelin sheaths, protective coatings around nerve fibers. When myelin is damaged, nerve impulse transmission slows down. It's like if the insulation of an electrical wire was damaged. The signal gets lost, weakened, or distorted. Vitamin B12 helps keep this insulation in excellent condition, ensuring fast and clear signal transmission between brain cells. How do you include fatty fish in your diet? Try to eat salmon, sardines, mackerel, or herring at least twice a week. Grilling, baking, or steaming are the best ways to preserve all the beneficial properties. Add lemon juice, fresh herbs, and olive oil for a richer flavor. If you don't like fish, you can use fish oil supplements. But natural fish is always more effective. It contains additional nutrients that work together. After a month of regular fatty fish consumption, you'll notice it's easier to recall information. After 3 months, your concentration will significantly improve. And after 6 months, you'll feel like your brain has become 10 years younger. Let's move on to the third product. Third place, turmeric. ... This bright yellow spice is not just a flavor enhancer for dishes. It's powerful medicine for your brain. In countries where turmeric is consumed daily, the rates of dementia and Alzheimer's disease are significantly lower than in the Western world. And this is no coincidence. The active ingredient in turmeric, curcumin, has incredible brain protective properties. But the main problem with our brain as we age is chronic inflammation. Imagine your brain constantly burning from the inside, slowly, unnoticeably, but relentlessly. This inflammation destroys brain cells, disrupts connections between cells, and gradually worsens memory and thinking abilities. Curcumin is one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory agents. It crosses the blood-brain barrier and begins to reduce inflammation directly in brain tissues. But curcumin does much more for your brain than just suppressing inflammation. It also increases the level of something called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF. BDNF is a protein that stimulates the growth of new brain cells and strengthens existing connections. It's like fertilizer for your brain. It makes brain cells grow and form new connections. With age, BDNF levels naturally decline. And this is one reason why our memory deteriorates. But curcumin can help maintain high levels of this vital protein. Another amazing property of turmeric, it helps clean the brain of amyloid plaques. These plaques are a characteristic sign of Alzheimer's disease. They accumulate between brain cells and disrupt their work. Studies show that curcumin can not only prevent the formation of new plaques, but also help remove existing ones. Imagine how your brain is freed from these harmful deposits. Brain cells begin to communicate freely again, and your memory becomes clearer. Turmeric is also a powerful antioxidant. It neutralizes free radicals that damage brain cells and protects the DNA of brain cells from mutations. But there's one problem with turmeric. It's poorly absorbed by the body. Most of the curcumin you consume simply passes through your digestive system without entering the bloodstream. Fortunately, there's a simple solution. Always combine turmeric with black pepper. Pepper contains piperine, a substance that increases curcumin absorption by an incredible 2,000%. How to include turmeric in your diet? Add it to soups, stews, and curries. Make golden milk, a traditional Indian drink made from turmeric, milk, and honey. Or simply add a pinch of turmeric and black pepper to your morning omelet. The recommended dose is about half a teaspoon of turmeric per day. But remember about black pepper. Without it, most of the beneficial properties of turmeric will be lost. After a few weeks of regular turmeric consumption, you'll notice that your thinking has become clearer. After a few months, your memory will begin to noticeably improve. And after a year, you can significantly reduce the risk of developing serious cognitive impairments in the future. Let's move on to the fourth product. Fourth place, walnuts. Not just a tasty snack, but real food for the brain. And here's why. Look at a walnut. See the resemblance to the brain? Nature gives us a hint. These nuts are truly created to nourish our thinking abilities. Walnuts contain the perfect balance of omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. They're the only nut with significant amounts of AALA, alpha-linolenic acid, a special type of omega-3 that is a building material for brain cell membranes. When your brain gets enough ALA, brain cells become more flexible. They respond better to signals and form new connections faster. This directly affects your ability to memorize information and recall it when needed. But omega-3 is just the beginning. Walnuts are rich in antioxidants, especially vitamin E and polyphenols. These substances protect brain cells from oxidative stress. Imagine your brain as an expensive car. Free radicals are like rust slowly eating away at the metal. Antioxidants are the protective coating that prevents rust from appearing. But walnuts do even more for your brain. They contain minerals necessary for thinking functions: magnesium, zinc, and selenium. Magnesium regulates nerve impulse transmission. Zinc is necessary for forming new memories. And selenium protects brain cells from damage. When all these minerals work together, your brain functions like a well-tuned mechanism. You absorb new information faster, remember important details more easily, and can concentrate on tasks longer without mental fatigue. Research confirms the effectiveness of walnuts. In one study, participants who ate a handful of walnuts daily showed significant improvement in cognitive tests after just 8 weeks. Another amazing property of walnuts: they contain melatonin. This is a hormone that regulates sleep. And quality sleep is absolutely essential for good memory. It's during deep sleep phases that your brain sorts information, strengthens important memories, and removes unnecessary data. Poor sleep is a direct path to cognitive impairment, and walnuts can help improve your sleep quality naturally. How to include walnuts in your diet? It's enough to eat a handful, about 30 grams, 4 to 5 times a week. Add them to salads for a pleasant crunch. Crush them and sprinkle them on oatmeal or yogurt, or simply enjoy them as a nutritious snack throughout the day. For maximum benefit, choose raw, unsalted nuts. Roasting at high temperatures can destroy some beneficial substances. After a month of regular walnut consumption, you'll notice you've become better at remembering new information. After 3 months, your concentration will significantly improve. And after 6 months, you'll feel that your brain works faster and more efficiently. Let's move on to the 5th product. 5th place, dark chocolate. It's not just a pleasure for your taste. It's real medicine for your brain. But not all chocolate is beneficial. Only dark chocolate with at least 70% cocoa content really works as medicine for thinking abilities. What's the secret? Flavonols, a special class of antioxidants found in cocoa beans. These compounds work real wonders with your brain. The first thing flavonols do is improve blood flow to the brain. They widen blood vessels and make them more flexible. As a result, more oxygen and nutrients reach your brain cells. Imagine your brain as a city and blood vessels as roads. When roads are narrow and clogged, delivery of necessary resources slows down. Flavonols widen these roads, allowing necessary substances to reach their destination faster. Studies show that just 2 hours after consuming dark chocolate, blood flow to the brain increases by 10 to 15%. And after 2 to 3 weeks of regular consumption, the brain begins to work noticeably more efficiently, but improved blood flow is just the beginning. Flavonols also stimulate the production of nitric oxide. This is a molecule that relaxes blood vessel walls and improves their function. Nitric oxide not only improves oxygen delivery to the brain, but also protects brain cells from damage. It acts as a shield, preventing cell death. Another amazing property of dark chocolate, it stimulates the production of endorphins. These happiness hormones not only improve mood, but also enhance attention and concentration. When you're happy, your brain works better. You absorb information faster, remember new data more easily, and solve complex problems more efficiently. Dark chocolate also contains small amounts of caffeine and theobromine. These stimulants improve alertness and concentration. But unlike coffee, they act more gently and for longer. You get a steady energy boost without a sharp decline afterward. Your brain remains active and focused for hours. Studies show that regular consumption of dark chocolate can slow age-related cognitive decline by 20 to 30%. And in some people, even improve memory to the level they had 10 years ago. How to include dark chocolate in your diet? 30 to 40 grams per day is enough, about 2 to 3 squares. Choose chocolate with at least 70% cocoa content. The higher the percentage, the more beneficial flavonols and less sugar, which is harmful to the brain. Enjoy chocolate slowly, let it melt in your mouth. This way, you'll not only get maximum pleasure, but also better absorb all the beneficial substances. After 2 weeks of regular dark chocolate consumption, you'll notice you've become quicker at thinking. After a month, your memory will begin to work more efficiently. And after 3 months, you'll feel a significant improvement in overall thinking abilities. Let's move on to the 6th product. 6th place, eggs. This is not just an affordable and tasty product, it's a real superfood for your brain. Eggs contain all the necessary nutrients for the health of brain cells. But the most important of them is choline. Most people have never heard of choline, but this substance is critically important for your memory. Choline is a precursor to acetylcholine, a brain chemical that's responsible for forming and storing memories. Without enough acetylcholine, your brain can't create new memories or access existing ones. Imagine a computer that can't save new files or open saved ones. That's what happens to your brain when there's not enough choline. Egg yolks are one of the richest natural sources of choline. One egg contains about 125 milligrams of this substance. That's about a quarter of the daily requirement for an adult. But choline is not the only treasure hidden in eggs. They're also rich in B vitamins, especially B12, B6, and folic acid. These vitamins work together, reducing the level of homocysteine in the blood. High levels of homocysteine are associated with an increased risk of cognitive disorders and dementia. Vitamin B12 is especially important for protecting brain cells. It helps form the myelin sheath, a protective coating of nerve fibers. Without enough B12, this coating breaks down and nerve signals are transmitted more slowly. The result? Your thinking becomes sluggish, memory deteriorates, and even simple tasks require more mental effort. Eggs also contain lutein and zeaxanthin, antioxidants that accumulate in brain tissues. These substances protect brain cells from oxidative stress and inflammation. Studies show that high levels of lutein and zeaxanthin in brain tissues are associated with better cognitive functions and a lower risk of dementia. Another valuable component of eggs, high-quality protein. It contains all the necessary amino acids in perfect proportion. These amino acids are building blocks for brain chemicals that transmit signals between brain cells. Without enough quality protein, your brain can't produce the right brain chemicals, and the connection between brain cells is disrupted. Eggs also contain vitamin D, a powerful brain protector. Vitamin D deficiency is associated with an increased risk of cognitive impairment and accelerated memory decline. In our modern lifestyle, where we spend most of our time indoors, vitamin D deficiency has become an epidemic. Eggs are one of the few food sources of this essential vitamin. How to include eggs in your diet? Nutritionists recommend consuming 1 to 2 eggs per day. Don't be afraid of yolks. That's where all the beneficial substances are concentrated. The white without the yolk is just a source of protein, devoid of most brain nutrients. Prepare eggs for breakfast, boiled as an omelet or fried. Add them to salads for extra protein, or use them as a nutritious snack during the day. After a few weeks of regular egg consumption, you'll notice that your thinking has become clearer. After a month, your ability to remember names and dates will improve. And after 3 months, you'll feel an overall improvement in cognitive functions and clarity of thinking. Many people avoid eggs because of concerns about cholesterol. But modern research has shown that cholesterol from eggs has virtually no effect on blood cholesterol levels in most people. On the contrary, the beneficial substances in eggs can even improve your cholesterol profile. If you don't have specific medical contraindications, eggs should become an integral part of your diet for brain health. Let's summarize. Your brain is the most complex organ in your body, and it needs proper nutrition. These 6 foods contain all the necessary nutrients to maintain and improve memory. Blueberries, with their powerful antioxidants, protect brain cells from destruction. Fatty fish provides your brain with the necessary omega-3 fatty acids for flexible brain cell membranes. Turmeric reduces inflammation and promotes the growth of new brain cells. Walnuts provide the perfect balance of fatty acids and minerals for thinking abilities. Dark chocolate improves blood flow to the brain and increases concentration. Eggs supply choline and B vitamins necessary for forming memories. Include these foods in your daily diet and you'll notice a difference in just a few weeks. Your memory will improve, concentration will increase, and your brain will work faster and more efficiently. Don't wait until forgetfulness becomes a problem. Start nourishing your brain properly today. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these foods do you already regularly consume? Which one surprised you the most? Tell me about it in the comments below. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss other useful health tips. In the next video, we'll tell you about 5 daily habits that destroy your brain the fastest. You'll be shocked to learn that you practice some of them every day. Stay healthy, keep a clear mind, and see you in the next video.